Now we quickly go to Iwatodai. Because we should be able to get sushi. Beef bowls. That's a Nat Cafe. I don't think there's anything new. Oh, there is, but again, this isn't going to help anymore. Hagakure, that's the sweets. That's Wild Duck. That's the books shop. Huh. I'm not sure where I get the sushi. Maybe I can't get it yet?
Marvelous. I'm looking forward to it.
My.
Waiting for you.
Shall we be on our way?
So, this is your current domicile, the student dormitory. So this is your room. I've never seen many of these items before.
So what do the rest of the dorm mates think about this?
If I might be permitted to ask, when I made the request to visit your room, did it make you a little suspicious?
Yeah, a little.
In truth, there is something I wanted to tell you. During my forays into your world, I encountered a great many things. Every single one of our outings is a treasured memory, each one a polished, glittering gem. Walking around the crowded Port Island streets, sampling the local cuisine, idling the hours away at the shrine, even visiting your school for a day. And I came to a realization. I had been subconsciously requesting to visit locations that were more and more central to your life. And today, I endeavored to visit the one place in your world where I could learn the most about you. That is the reason as to why I requested to visit your room. If I may be so bold, do you recall the day you gave me a tour of your school? There was a moment where I mentioned that I felt very fulfilled when I touched you.
I remember.
It was the first time I'd ever felt that way. I thought to myself, why did I feel so fulfilled? But after coming all the way here, I finally found my answer. I believe it's because I had the chance to walk in your shoes. Those of us who reside in the Velvet Room wait with great anticipation for our guests. Their arrival is our only link to the outside world and gives us a reason for being. When I'm together with you, I can have that all for myself.
I think I get it.
Let me put it more plainly. I'm rather naive to the ways of your world, and there must have been many times when I behaved quite strangely.
All you did was behave strangely.
However, even I understand the significance of inviting a gentleman into his own room. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love for you to guide me through it. Thank you.
I spent some time alone with Elisabeth.
I feel as if I've become an entirely different person compared to when I first set foot in your world. If I stay on this side any longer, I fear I will forget my duties entirely. But I understand that wouldn't be ideal for you. That is why I am drawing the line. No more visits here. I shall remain on my side. Thank you very much for acting as a guide on my journey of discovery. I am truly grateful. Now then, though the sorrow may be sweet, let us part.
I returned to the Velvet Room with Elisabeth. Thank you for earlier. Now then, how may I be of assistance?
Here are my requests. Wonderful.
It seems you've completed a request. One moment while I check. Thank you for your help cleaning the Port Island restroom.
Yes.
The brush you used is to clean the bathroom. The filth that now encrusted on the bristles might help in battle, a very primitive form of biological warfare. Maybe this is some sort of weapon fusion? No? Please take this as your reward. Maid outfit.
Let's hear the results.
It seems you have completed a request. Thank you for showing me your room. To show my gratitude for indulging my curiosity to the end, I have something truly special for you. With it, you'll be able to fuse Lucifer of the Judgment Arcana. The Lord of Hell, whom no human would dare reach, his power unparalleled.
Forward to it.
However, someone of your caliber is plenty of capable of rising to the challenge. I can but only gaze from below. However, I'm willing to stay on your side, by your side, no matter what heights you reach. I will overcome my ordeal and stand in the way that may stand and in the way. I will overcome any ordeal that will stand in the way of my goal. That I believe so. This now concludes the last of my requests to explore your world. Thank you very much for everything you've done for me. Please take this as your reward. Tyrant's Horn.
Very well then.
Okay, so quick side note: if you're playing PvP and you're playing the female protagonist, the same happens in both situations, whether you have Elisabeth or Theodore. So yes, Elisabeth is canonically either bisexual or pansexual.
Why, hello!
Metis don't know. It is the final countdown. Today my project shall be completed.
Thank you. There we go! At last! It is fini!
Great work.
Ah, you always know the right things to say. When my uncle sees this, he will surely change his mind about Nihon. It is time for him to concede. I must hurry and go see him. Tout de suite. Aloha. I have to say goodbye for a little while. But someday, I will return. I will not give in to my uncle. Please, take this.
Money pouch.
I made it out of the leftover material from the kimono. It is a symbol of our friendship. Please wait for me. I am certain I will return. Here in Nihon, the times I feel truly at home, they are the times I spend with you, my Tomodachi.
I'll be waiting for you.
Kataji, good night.
Bebe seems to really care about me. I've gained a lifelong friend.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Temperance Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the temperance within thyself.
Adds another one. Temperance maxed. The Temperance social link reached its maximum level. You can now fuse your Linger, the governor of the heavens.
It pains me to say this, but I will be leaving tomorrow. See you later.
I promised Bebe I'll see him again, and then went back to the dorm.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hello. Is it just me, or does Junpei-san seem unhappy about something? He's been mumbling under his breath for the longest time. Do you think it's about Chidori-san? Well, it's probably best to let him be until until we know what's on his mind, right? Come to think of it, the crops I planted on the rooftop should be ready to harvest now. Maybe I should go check on them. I'm worried about Kirijo-senpai. She's usually so calm and level-headed. I can't bear to see her this way. I hope that the school trip will cheer her up. When is the school trip, by the way? 17th to the 20th. Today's exchange rate. The yen is now 115 and 52 to the dollar, down 2.24 from last time. Japan's economy is feeling the effects of apathy syndrome.
Salut.
Are you looking forward to the trip, Balaska? Sure am.
I see.
Well, I hope it will be memorable. Hey, Mutatsu, I'm back. You know, all you need to get through life is a smile. Why don't you try showing off your pearly whites like me? Sup, Metis?
Hey there.
Good morning, Metis-kun. Morning.
Get a load of this.
Hey, you know, the two of you would totally get along. He actually wanted to know more about Gekkokan High, so I actually had to share my wisdom with him. Anyway, he's a really cool dude to hang with.
Much obliged.
Thanks for helping me out, Junpei-kun. Thanks especially for telling me who is in the top 10 cuties in Gekkokan High, too. Oh, fucking course. Shh, pipe down. If Yucatan hears about this, my rep's gonna go down the toilet. You have a rep? Isn't it already at rock bottom? Dude, quit rubbing salt into my wound, and I'm just an easily misunderstood fellow, okay? You two are pretty close, huh? I hope we can also be good friends too, Metis-kun, since we're both transfer students and all.
Let's get on with today's lesson.
Let's begin with today's lecture, shall we? Aviro Humkam Vajra Datu Vam. I am so sorry for butchering that. I'll be teaching today because, well, maybe it's best that you don't know. Anyway, I'm filling in last minute, so I didn't have much time to come up with a lesson plan. The first thing to come and that comes to mind was a lecture on practical magic. How about we discuss some breathing techniques? I know, some people would say breathing is anything but magic, but the two are actually closely linked. That's because breathing affects more than your body. It influences the mind as well. The ancient Greek word for breath is pneuma. It was a very important concept in medical science, and so in the medical science of the day. It's also where we get the term for the illness pneumonia. Later, Gnostic Christians used pneuma to refer to the human spirit, a concept separate from the soul. That was around the time when breathing techniques were recognized as being so crucial to successful magic. I could name all sorts of examples where this influence is felt today, like yoga. Breathing is an especially important factor there. There's also the Shinto concept of ibuki, meaning both breath and inner strength. That is often incorporated into martial arts training. So you can see how breathing techniques have spread throughout the world thanks to the power of magic. But back to practical matters, let me show you something called Dantian breathing. Some say Gautama Buddha himself practiced this method while on Earth. It's a breathing exercise where you focus on a specific dantian, or energy center, in your body. So the first step is to simply focus on the right dantian, and as each person has multiple. For this exercise, focus on the lower one. It's about three finger widths below the navel. Why does such a seemingly random spot on the body receive such high regard to the point of being specially named? It's because the dantian is where the most energy can be charged within the body. Once you start the exercise, you might notice that the energy you send there can't be felt anywhere else in the body. This is because the dantian absorbs your spiritual energy, further strengthening the body and mind. Let's try doing some dantian breathing now. For first-timers, it's usually a good idea to place your hand on the proper spot. This helps maintain the focus. Once you've pinpointed your dantian, you can and begin the breathing process. Imagine the air you pull in and with your diaphragm with your diaphragm is coalescing within the dantian. Then just as deliberately exhale through the nose. The goal with each breath is to channel energy into your dantian until you feel it begin to harden. That's the point where you should exhale. And simply repeat this process as desired. That's all. Oh, except one important note. If you're doing it correctly, there shouldn't be any pain. After all, when you boil it down, you're simply breathing in and out. That means if it hurts, then there's likely some sort of mental thing going on instead. Something inhibiting your mind. I feel feeling sleepy. Stay awake. So you see how breathing methods affect meditation, making it crucial to magicians. Remember, it's very important to believe that you're doing more than just breathing. As a matter of fact, you can even improve your physical fitness with the right breathing techniques. And that leads, in turn, to the improvement of your psyche and your astral form. All right, that's it for today. I force myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture.
There you are. Finally found you.
Hey, Takeba.
You hardly ever miss student council meetings. I've been looking all over for you.
Did someone ask you to come find me?
Well, yeah. I'm not a member or anything, but still.
Ah, well. Sorry about that.
You've been pretty busy, huh? What with the class trip and all. It's for both second and third years, so I imagine you have your hands full too.
The class trip. Even if I did go, I'd only spoil the fun.
Wait, you're not thinking of skipping the trip, are you? You can't do that. That's not an option. You know, I've been meaning to talk to you.
About what?
Well, honestly, you're not the easiest person to relate to. But I lost my dad too. And I know what that's like.
Takeba.
So I've decided I don't want our friendship to be over. I'm going to be more upfront with you from now on.
There she is. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Don't, dude. Just don't.
Huh? Ryoji-kun? Why are you up here?
Huh? Weren't you looking for Miss President too? I was doing the same thing. Some guy asked me to find her. He said if I didn't, the class trip might get canceled.
Ugh, Odagiri-kun. He'll hit up anyone in arm's reach for a favor.
In any case, looks like I found you, Mitsuru Kirijo-san. And I have to say, you're quite stunning. Maybe we could go out sometime?
Don't go there, dude.
I know this place on the top floor of a 5-star hotel.
Don't go there.
The restaurant up there has a view of the city nightscape that's almost as breathtaking as you.
Nightscape?
Senpai, you better head back to the meeting.
Oh, right. Takeba, thank you for coming to find me. For now, I'd better see to my duties.
Hey, she left without giving me an answer.
For now, huh? I don't like the sound of that.
Well, how about you, Yukari-san? Care to join me for dinner?
Come on, dude.
I know this place on Shirakawa Boulevard.
You were asking for that.
Ow.
Defeat a greedy shadow on the 5th block of Tartarus and bring back 1 gold medal. We'll get to it.
Hey, sup? Thank you.
I did a bunch of research on my end, and so let's give them a real workout.
We only have so much time to train here, so you have to practice on your own if you want to win.
Yeah, we can do that.
Good. And don't forget, know your limits and make sure you stretch properly. Oh, why don't you give them some advice, too?
Show some guts.
Yeah! Guts! Spirit! You can do it. I know you can. Now listen, no matter what, think positive and don't give in to fear.
The kids went home after finishing their training.
Those kids are going to challenge the 6th graders soon. Apparently, the winners will get to use the schoolyard. Earlier, they asked me to write the challenge letter for them. A little worried, actually. Well, not just about the race, but also about whether or not I spelled something wrong. So, what's your honest opinion? Age difference really matters when you're as young as they are. Do you really think they can beat the 6th graders?
As long as we believe in them.
Yeah, you're right. A coach has to believe in her team. And they've all trained so hard, too. They'll be fine, right? After all, they learned from us. Then why am I feeling so nervous? It's gonna be okay. I'm sure they can win.
I feel a bond forming with Yuko. It seems we've grown closer.
Come to think of it, I should have asked you to write the challenge letter.
Hmm.
I probably should have used bigger words. Ugh, I'll be so embarrassed if those 6th graders laugh at it.
Yuka and I walked home together.
Oh, it's you. Welcome.
I'll join you at Tartarus tonight. I apologize for worrying everyone. And our only priority now is to do something about Tartarus. I'll be counting on you all again. Well, no, the school trip is next week, so that should be fun. But unfortunately, Amada and Koromaru will have to stay here. Everyone's overly excited about Kyoto. I mean, there's a bunch of historic landmarks, but other than that, it's not much different from here.
Oh, hi.
I was just speaking with Yukari-chan earlier. Did you know that she used to live in Kyoto? I didn't know that.
Why, certainly.
I didn't know either until I asked her myself. Yukari-chan sounds like she's from here, but I wonder if she'll speak with an accent in Kyoto. The school trip, huh? Unfortunately, I can't tag along, so I'll hold the fort. Would you bring me back a souvenir? Preferably something other than a T-shirt or a keychain. I heard they have a really good Nama Tsuhashi there.
Excuse me.
I'm unable to comprehend the significance of a trip. I thought that it was simply an activity to experience, but it seems to be more complex than that. What do you do when you have? What do you obtain when you go on a trip? Memories. Memories. How do you benefit from gaining memories? This matter is indeed difficult to comprehend. Every channel is showing news related to apathy syndrome. And I forgot I've got a harvest. Alright, I might end up ending the stream a little on the early side, but I'm going to save before we. I'm going to save on the next after the next day when we get to Tartarus. I don't think I can do it. Are you okay?
I just told you I'm in bad shape, didn't I? Don't piss me off, kid. Making my headache worse. I'm not gonna waste my breath repeating myself. I completely forgot I have a memorial service to conduct. Reciting the Heart Sutra with a hangover is gonna be rough. Back in the day, all I needed was a cold shower and I'd be fine no matter how much I drank. I guess I'm getting old, huh? It's always in times like these when it's hardest to be alone.
You live by yourself?
You act like you don't care about others, kid. But you sure can be nosy when you want to. I got all these gaudy rings on now, but I used to wear a wedding ring, you know? If you think about it, it's better to be alone. Less stress.
I love how he recognizes the rings he's wearing right now are gaudy.
You don't have to wait for someone else to get out of the bathroom when you need to go. Son took forever in there. Yeah, living alone is the way to achieve peace and serenity. Everything we see has form. No form has permanence. All in constant motion. Form has no self. Its true face is that of emptiness. And yet, form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. No two things in this world are the same. Well, to put it simply, no matter how hard you try to live your life right, someone else can always mess it up. Because form is emptiness. Maybe getting involved with you messed up my life a bit too.
Contrary to his words, I can sense feelings of affection from Metatsu. I feel like I understand Metatsu a little better now.
I'm gonna go home, kid. My head's killing me. Oh yeah, about the memorial service. It was a 7th-day memorial. It was only 19. Random murder victim. What a harsh world we live in. Be careful on your way home too, kid.
I said goodbye to Matatsu and went back to the dorm. It said something about sushi being offered to the gods. What's with the sullen look on your face? Did something bad happen? A boy your age should be happy and carefree. What you need is a good meal and some rest, and you'll feel better. Here, have some Inari sushi. You have to be optimistic. Your generation is Japan's future. Cheer up. I forgot about the whole gods aspect. Odin juice I can't do yet. I might be able to do the greedy shadow one when we get into Tartarus. I wonder how I'm supposed to get this. Ah, you. Sorry, it's happening again. It'll pass soon. Would you mind staying with me until then?
Thank you. I got really into my reading last night and never went to sleep. I thought I'd be fine since I've lost sleep from the pain and anxiety of my illness before, but I suppose I'm not doing my health any favors like this.
No, you're really not. Maybe you should go rest?
Don't worry, I know my limits, and how to convince my body that it's still doing fine. I came out here because I was hoping to find you. I only have so much time left, you know. Do you remember when I said I liked reading heartwarming stories? There are as many stories as there are stars in the sky, but I don't think any of them are what I'm looking for. The problem is, none of those stories were written for people like me. I guess I'm just being selfish. Just like I am with you, too. You're always coming to visit me, keeping me company and talking with me.
Now, I do get what he's talking about. It's like, the stories tend to be written for a certain demographic. And normally, like, trans people, gay people, disabled people, they tend to be left out of the equation.
How much of your valuable time have you spent with me?
And other people. Adding to that.
I don't deserve it. You're spoiling me. That's why I like you so much, though.
Kamiki smiled weakly at me. I feel like our relationship is stronger now.
Sorry, I was in such a good mood that I overexerted myself. I'd like to see you again sometime.
Parted ways with Kamiki and headed back to the dorm.
Welcome back.
Okay, we are at about time. So we are going to call it there. All right, then. So we made some decent progress. We only got the Monad passage left to do in Tartarus right now, and once we do that, we can start getting grinding done and everything. And there's also the school trip, but that'll have to wait till next time. So no, let us get ready for the raid. That's right, and Oceana is doing art. All right, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you like my stuff and you haven't already, please leave a follow. It helps me as a small VTuber. I upload all my stuff on YouTube, and you can also check my socials over there. So tomorrow we will continue the Lofu arc and Honkai Star Rail. So I hope to see you there. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. This is Metis Balaska signing out.